Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's review video is going to focus on Transformers Studio Series Autobot Wheelie as he appears in Transformers the movie. And originally, I was not going to get him, but honestly, I wanted something that I could use to replace the Wheelie from my Studio Series Grimlock. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far. Now, I have seen other reviewers, and basically, it was one reviewer that basically, a couple of reviewers, as a matter of fact, that basically, kind of got me thinking, okay, well, let me go ahead and check this out instead. And so I'm going to go ahead and give a special thanks and shout out to them both. You'll see their names splash on the screen momentarily. But nonetheless, I wanted to go ahead and snag this one up while it was available. Now, I got him around the same time as I got another figure, which I reviewed previously, and that was the Studio Series Ironhide. So, I had the funds, I figured, why the hell not? But nonetheless, it was, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Now, as you can see, I'm going to try and, come on, focus, damn it. There we go. Now, as you can see, you got that great artwork on there. Very, very nice. You do see a little bit more of that artwork on here. Full body shot. And of course, you do see a close-up of him. And he is a core class figure, naturally. And you're going to see, let's see if we can try and zoom out just a bit. There we go. And you do see a product shot of both him in his vehicle mode as well as in his robot mode. Now, there isn't much of a description of what's going on. Just says on the top corner, Transformers the movie, and shows him holding his Energon Slick shot. So, not too bad. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure while he's still in the box. And not too bad, as I can tell. That nice little look on him he had in the movie. Not too bad. Of course, you can only see so much in the box. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out just a bit. Alright. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get him unpackaged. Alright, there he is out of his packaging and ready to do some mischief. And not a bad little figure. I do say up front, he's not bad looking. However, yeah, you knew this was coming. He's got that badunkadunk going on back there. Oh, damn. So yeah, that's gonna be an issue there. But I'll pretty much continue on with the review. Not too bad though. I mean, there are certain things that honestly they could have done a little bit differently. I noticed it right off the bat, especially in the package art or the product shots. But I'll tell you what I'm talking about in a minute. So, not too bad looking. I'm going to zoom in close so that way you can see. Bottom. Come on, focus, damn it. And yeah, you know, he's got that little young boy smile, his slingshot, doing what slingshots do. He's got a really nice head sculpt. Zoom in right there. Come on, focus, damn it. Oh, for God's sake. Hang on, folks. Alrighty, so I got rid of the smudges that was causing the camera to not work. Anyway, yeah, not a bad looking face sculpt. Very nice. I'm going to zoom out now. And he's got some good molded detail, as you can see. Though I do have to admit, the paint applications, especially for his hands, leave much to be desired. Under here is like, yeah. Of course, they did their best to make a nice, neat outline. Another good detail of his shins, his feet. And of course, you got his back there, which, you got his butt. So I did not mean for y'all to actually see just his butt, but still, there it is. For some reason, the song by Sir Mix-a-Lot is playing in my head. Oh, damn it, you hell. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? So, now, for a core class, he's got a lot of ball jointedness. He was a little stiff when I first was posing him. His head is on a mushroom pig and can turn 360 around, lift. Can't, he can look up, but that's due to transformation. He can barely look down. His arms are on a ball joint, so they can turn 360. They can go up. He's got rotation at the elbow as well as ball jointedness. There is no waist rotation, but he can kick up about a little over 90 degrees. Can kick back so far, but his butt's in the way. He can bend around, bend at 90 degrees. He does have some rotation, but that's due to the ball joint. And he's got that kick back over there. Speaking of kicks, let's go ahead and take a look. Can he do the Kung Fu kick? Let's see. Yes, he can. He can do that Kung Fu kick. Yay. So, not too bad. Let's go ahead and zoom out just a little. All right. So, let's go ahead and take his weapon and place it somewhere safe because it is so damn small. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. So I'm going to just put this over here by the box, which I'm trying to put back in right about now. Come on, damn you, get in there. Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, give me a moment while I mess around with this blasted thing, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, thank you for your patience. I appreciate you waiting. Now, before I get started with the transformation process, I'm going to zoom out just a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and tilt this camera up because during my last couple attempts, upon reviewing the footage, I was out of frame. So, I'm going to try to avoid that. Now, this is a small figure, so I should now have plenty of space to do the transformation process. And yes, I have become frustrated, so I do apologize. I'm going to take off his weapon. I'm going to snap his arms in, like so. Now we're going to go ahead and open up his back. We're going to do the same over here. And at this point, all we're going to do is just put his head in and put his windshield down, like so. Alrighty. Now, go ahead and just go ahead and put his legs to the side like so. Then tip his feet up like that. Right there. Now, as you can see, there's a tab right there. There's a slot on the opposite end. We're going to put those together. Like that. Now, at this point, all we're going to do is we're going to take this section and we're going to fold it in. Now, one thing that I have, before I forget. So, these two pieces are going to go together. There are tabs right here, there are slots right there, and there's a tab right there. So, once that folds in, it should lock in, like so. Now, before we do anything further, as I was about to mention, we do have weapon storage for his slingshot. And I'm just going to go ahead and just tab that in. Now, I've had, or I should say, I have seen other reviewers have issues with keeping his slingshot in there. So far, I haven't had any issues, and I do stress so far. Now, at this point, we're going to fold the arms in. There's a tab right there, and there's a slot right here. So we're going to just tab that in, like so. We're going to do the same on this side. Just tab that in, like so. And there it is. And I'm going to just tilt it down just a bit and zoom a little bit further. Zoom. All right. And I'm pretty sure you've heard it before. I'm utterly disappointed with the vehicle mode because there should be a rounded portion around this front end here, which there isn't. In addition, his hands are sticking out. They could have been able to have been folded into these empty spaces here. So I have to say, Hasbro has gotten fucking lazy. Yes, I did drop that bomb. And they know that they have been. The paint applications are atrocious. Even though this is just a two-tone little car, I'm talking about the paint applications for his hands. They could have been done with so much better ease. But instead, they just spat it on there. And if I sound like I'm really pissed, I am. But, again, there is a fix. There really is a fix for this. Now, I have seen a couple of reviewers do this. They got this this upgrade kit, and I'm not sure who it's from, but I will find out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the kit. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. So we will be seeing this little guy again. But let me go ahead, get him transformed back, and I will return with my final comments as well as my score. Alright, so I was originally going to go ahead and give a score, but I wanted to do a size comparison. So I brought out another core class figure, and this is a Exosuit Spike Wheelie. And they're about the same size, especially the tip of his dome here. But like Wheelie, there were a lot of issues, and for anyone that's seen my reviews of this figure, we had to go ahead and put on some labels in order to make them look somewhat human. Now with this one, with Wheelie, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and proceed with my final score. All right. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate your patience here. So, as you saw in the course of this video, it went from, I want to say, elation to just downright frustration in so many levels. Now I remember why I was very reluctant to get this figure. Originally I was not going to pick him up. The only reason why I even have this figure was for the possibility of improving it. And I understand why there's a lot of people and some reviewers that basically just do not like what Hasbro done with this character. Shall we go ahead and proceed on how many ways they so effed it up? Hey, you only get one F-bomb a week, okay? Be grateful. Anyway, as I stated before, color applications, the hands, they suck, okay? It's as if, whoever was on the assembly line to paint this just did not want to be there that day. So it may not be with all of them, but it's the one that I got that really got the shit end. The bubble butt, they could have done a hell of a lot different way of doing the transformation for this. Speaking of which, in vehicle mode, the fact that, and I will post up a picture to compare this figure with the G1 aesthetic in terms of vehicle mode, because that was a total shit show. They could have gone ahead and basically molded it to where it was more rounded off, but instead they gave us this. Now, more than likely, I will probably still use this for my Grimlock to replace the other shit show of figure they decided to add with our Studio Series Grimlock. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm not happy. So when I'm not happy, all my filters are gone, and I will tell you exactly how I feel about something. And if I wanted to get, if I had, no, you know what? I have to go ahead and give a score. On a scale of 1 through 10, I'm giving this figure a 1. For all the reasons that not just that I mentioned, but you all saw in the course of this video. Hasbro needs to go ahead and stop their bullshit. So, yeah, we will be revisiting this figure again when I do get the upgrade kit, and hopefully, it will improve it. Now, I have seen other reviewers say that it makes a big difference, so I'm going to take them at their word because I have watched them. I'm a fan of their work, and as a collector, I don't think they want to go ahead and say that something will work when it doesn't. So I'm going to trust them on this. So we will be revisiting this little shit at a later date. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.